you guys? It's Mary.
And Amma.
We invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, you guys, because today we are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, the finale. And it was nothing short of degeneracy. And especially after knowing what we know now, it really was degenerate.
I know.
But Ashley has closed on her home. She's going to be moving in there with her child, Dean, her two kids that she has with Michael. Mm-hmm. And apparently her and Michael are 50-50 owners based off of the LLC that they both share. And the rent is $13,000 a month. That is, and then
wow.
She said that financially that will be too much for her. Mm-hmm. So Michael's going to help her pay it.
I don't know why she just didn't buy the house. I mean, probably cost like what, $1.5 million. Because by the time you guys finish paying for that thing, you will have spent an extra $2 million, a little over $2 million. It doesn't make financial sense. $13,000 a month, girl. Whew.
And Michael is going to make you suffer all the way through.
I know. It's not sustainable,
First
Ashley.
of all, it's really stupid. Because, one, you guys have a rocky relationship. Michael really is an a-hole, and he is a user. So, of course, he's going to do whatever he has to do to make your life miserable. You're expecting him. Why would you go in with somebody? It doesn't sound like she's using her common sense. You are getting divorced from this man. Mm-hmm. You don't actually like him. I don't care what lie you try to talk about how you guys are getting back together. That man is probably still forcing you. Well, I don't want to say forcing, but he is probably telling you that you still have to have manipulating you probably into having sex with him every time you want something from him, even though you guys are getting divorced. I don't buy that he's not making her life a living hell.
The thing that she said about he doesn't want me to be with anyone else, that's probably the most honest thing you've said. He doesn't want you to be with anybody else as long as you're not with anyone else, like being intimate with anyone else, he will continue to pay your bills. And my question is it even worth it? It can't be worth it, Ashley, to be around someone who doesn't like you. You already said the prenup did not even
work in your favor.
It didn't work in your favor at all. So that means he had some ironclad prenup. Maybe you left too soon because she was there. Was it for 10 years?
I think it was 8.
Man, I don't know who your attorney was. You don't even get any alimony. You don't get child support.
She really thought she had this one in the bag.
You really screwed yourself over.
I mean...
And if I were you, I'll just make a clean break. Look below my means. You know what I'm saying?
I mean...
Maybe you don't need to live in Potomac. Maybe you live somewhere else.
In my opinion is, I'm sure...
And be a guest on the show.
And then you could also maybe just be in a nice up-class apartment, maybe a 3-bedroom apartment. But you're getting a $4 million house for what?
Go down to Frederick, Maryland. Go to, I don't know, Prince George's County, Montgomery County,
Prince George's County is a lovely
County,
place.
Anywhere. Go anywhere else in Maryland. But Potomac seems to be crazy expensive. $13,000 a month. Actually, that is not sustainable at all.
You could have been in a townhome. I mean, we paid what, $3,000 a month or something less for?
That's 2.
Yeah, so $2,000 a month for a townhome. You could have gotten a townhome in Prince George's County. Prince George's is one of the most affluent Black communities there.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Durant comes from Prince George's County. Yeah. You could have moved there or something.
And if you want to be a little
You're
closer,
still in Maryland.
Frederick, Maryland, that's even cheaper than Prince George's County.
Yeah.
Montgomery County, that's a little expensive. But, St. Charles County, that's also cheaper. $13,000 a month, Ashley.
You only have 2 kids. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Get the child support from him. Move somewhere else in Maryland.
Well, no, he probably told me we have to have joint custody because he would have told her we're definitely having joint custody. He's like, I don't give a damn. I don't care what I have to do. I'm pretty sure they have joint custody.
You have to arrange for your transportation to come have joint custody. You know what I'm saying? Because I cannot afford to live here.
Yeah.
And the prenup, I guess, doesn't allow me to have, alimony. I'm not getting enough to be able to stay here in this area. And a judge will listen to you.
And I mean, she left only a month after her timeline. She really didn't wait much at all. And I felt like it was a huge F you, but maybe she didn't read the fine print.
She should have gone over the whole thing with her attorney.
Well, she probably couldn't afford an attorney because remember she was
very, very lazy. You have to.
She probably didn't have an attorney because she was a waitress. She was a waitress at his restaurants. How could she afford to get a lawyer?
Oh, you mean
when they got married?
For the prenup, or
yeah, she didn't have no money then. Yeah, and I'm sure you would have implemented that before because I mean they were already married when they came on the show.
You should have done. I remember there was a guy, 90 Day Fiance. I don't know if you remember, and I can't remember their names, but he was married to someone from, I think she was from Brazil, and he was this Caucasian guy.
Okay.
And he wanted to do this prenup. Remember, his wife was the one who even told the lady about it. His ex-wife.
Yeah.
And what she did, she told him, "Oh, okay, I don't know what a prenup is," which she actually genuinely did not know.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, so your attorney draws it up, so that means that I need to go talk to an attorney.
Yeah.
She didn't have no money for an attorney, so he took her to an attorney, which he was going to pay for so the attorney can explain. It was then that the attorney read the stuff and was like...
it was a black woman and that guy.
No. I'm talking about the Brazilian woman. Remember his ex-wife? They had, I think, 2 children. His ex-wife later on had cancer, but I think she beat it. And then they all moved into the house.
I just know that black girl who had her kids, and then she came to some Muslim country to see him.
No.
Hamza. What's his name? Hamza?
I know who you're talking about. No, that's not it. That's not it. This was a Caucasian guy who went and married this Brazilian who was in her 20s, and he was in his 40s.
Okay.
Brought her here, and then proceeded to want to do this prenup stuff. She actually did not even know what it was. It was his ex-wife who had a liking to this woman and said that, he wants you to sign this prenup, which is a way of protecting his assets for our children. She's like, but if I were you, because the woman didn't know what a prenup was, she said, I will go to an attorney.
Yeah.
Let him take you to an attorney who will advocate for you.
Yeah.
On the prenup, and that's what she did.
Right.
Because she didn't have money herself. He brought her here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Her family was in poverty when he brought her here. Okay. And so she went to an attorney, a female attorney, who was like looking at this prenup and saying, well, okay, she doesn't have anything. Or whatever he had given her will not be enough if they broke up.
Yeah.
And she's like, because right now, because she used to do some kind of like modeling in Brazil, it wasn't a lot of money.
Yeah.
But she was like, at the same time, she wanted to model here and he didn't want her to. So he's like, okay, so you want her to be at home.
Paola?
No.
It wasn't.
No, it's not Paola. It was not Paola. I'm surprised I cannot even remember.
Anyway, we get the point. So,
but she had this attorney look at this man's face and tell him, look, this is not enough. You need to give her this.
Yeah.
This is all about you. Yeah. And she told her not to sign it. And then that's when he decided
they don't need a prenup.
They don't need a prenup anymore because they're going to be together forever. So that's what she should have done. And I think a lot of times these men, they go with these women, like Ashley was a waitress. Yeah. They go with these women who they think, well, they will not know all that stuff they can get over on. Yeah. And that's what it seems as though he did.
Yeah.
But,
I think Ashley has realized that she left too soon. And that's why she is still having to, hate to say it, probably bend over to his will to get the things that she needs.
Yeah.
So, but I remember when it was in the beginning, actually they were not even, they weren't married, I don't think. Because, was it? I can't remember. I remember them talking about something about a prenup when they first got together, when they first started the show.
Yeah.
I remember she said she wanted to help her mom, and he was like, no, your mom, she needs to stand up on her own damn 2 feet. I'm not doing shit for her, Dad. Like, this is a man who is not generous.
Yeah.
And when you are trying to get a man who has money, the number one thing you have to look for is he a generous man? Is he generous? Is he a good person? Is he kind?
Is he kind to the beggar on the street?
Yeah.
To other people? The red flag, do you want to help your mom? That's a big ass red flag.
Yeah. What makes you think he's going to want to help you?
You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, I really feel like actually she looks really upset, really bitter. And I do think that the reason why she even broke up with that guy from Summer House is because Michael said, I don't want to see you with that idiot. Listen, you still kind of belong to me because I'm here paying for all your stuff.
I know.
It would not behoove me if if Ashley is still having to have sex with this man to get what she needs.
Absolutely.
And that's the position she's in, and that's why she is so angry. And it's sad
It is gross.
because you're here with this man who is actually gay and it just ain't right in the head. So it's sad. But I mean, Ashley, you know, you have to do better. I'm all for women getting what they deserve in marriages and stuff like that, and marrying a man for money,
but
for the right reasons.
Into this hustle thing, like we saw Robin did in Sister Wives, if you do your little hustler scheme, which, listen, I'm not mad at it, you gotta make sure all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like she screwed herself. She probably left too early. If I were her, I probably would have stayed maybe for at least for 12 years, maybe. 10. I don't know.
Personally, I just feel as though it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Your dignity, your integrity, it's just not worth it. Period.
Yeah.
To even try to hustle anybody, go make your own. And go about your business. You're a beautiful
I just
woman.
think this is ridiculous. Half and half. That's the dumb. I can't even say how dumb that is.
You know.
But we're gonna go ahead and talk about Mia. She called Karen to let her know.
And that's why when you look at Ashley's face, when Candace and her husband were hugging,
and she's like, "That's my man." All of them looked very bitter. They all looked very mad.
That sadness in her face. The same in Giselle's face. You could just see that. You know.
I mean, even though these women, I'm sure they have their colorist stuff, they're also very mean-spirited. At the end of the day, they're all women. And what do all women want at the end of the day? They want somebody who loves them, who's there for them, who loves them unconditionally. We all want that. I feel like as women, we can all just relate to that. I don't care who said, I don't care how many times Carisha say.
Or how your love comes and all that stuff. But
exactly.
Everyone in this world, I think, wants to be loved, wants to be seen.
Yeah.
Want someone to love them unconditionally. You know?
We all want that as human beings. Even men want that. So that's why that's why when you get with them, they never want you to leave them. It's the same thing. So I just feel like that's why they were looking the way they were looking. But Mia shot herself in the foot. Decided to call Karen and tell her, "Oh, they called you a whore and they called you a prostitute and how you were bent over the sink and you were having sex with the bartender." And Karen, I love that she did not fall for the bait. She was like, "Well, what did your ass say?"
I know. While
what did you say?
All the stuff.
And she's like, "Well, no, I did not defend you." She was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, because like she said, you know, really all that stuff, it doesn't matter because it's coming from a person who
will
looks
say
the way
anything and who's a liar.
Yes. I mean, talking about she will have sex with any weenie walking. She's a prostitute.
Life, probably.
Like we said, how do you adjust your eyes to see her bent over the counter with the bartender? You were there checking? You were looking?
I thought she said a Walmart employee.
I know you were talking about.
I'm wondering how does she even know this person is from Walmart? I mean, how did you adjust your eyes to the lighting to see like he's wearing some Walmart uniform? Like
what's
and
going on?
how do you stay there for that long and why?
I know
I
that
think
whole
Sharice
thing was
giving us a
really
picture
a mess.
into her personal life.
Absolutely.
Because it just sounds so far-fetched. It reminded me about my friend, like I was telling you all the other day.
Yeah, I have to really find a short, and I have to actually put that onto our channel because that was so hilarious. But yeah, so that whole thing was just very much so a mess.
Yeah.
But fast forward, I think what was it to Candace?
And even when they were talking again with Karen, here she comes again, Sharice. And Karen had to say, "Why are you standing in my airspace?"
I know. She was like, "Why are you here?" And then she's like, "Oh, you got something to say to me?" Like she was so ready, hopped up out of her.
Nobody thinking
she's
about
like, "You got something to say to me? You got something to say to me?"
If you want to get back on the show, Giselle is the executive producer. Why don't you talk to her to be able to get back on the show?
Exactly. So I mean, really,
when Karen was like, "Why are you here?" She was invited. I bet she was, so that they can continue with their lies to cover for Robin.
Absolutely. So, I mean, Sharice, you just look dumb. And I was so happy that Karen did not even give her the light of day. She walked her dusty. She walked herself away from her dusty rear end. Like, you looked stupid as you sat there. But, of course, Giselle, Ashley, and Robin all in cahoots. They have to go
because now when I looked at them, the way they've all looked at, okay, yeah, that's done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Karen didn't say anything. Oh, she didn't bite the bait. Mm-hmm. Where Chris? Well, we gotta talk to Chris.
I know. And then literally, like, bulldozed her way.
I'm grown. We're adults. Started some stuff. Your actions were
juvenile.
Yeah.
You're juvenile. And
you
we're adults. Retarded.
She really
going
did.
to him to keep on talking about something he's not going to talk to you about because it never happened. Talk about it was very inappropriate.
And then Giselle talked about how Chris had done something to her in the privacy of talking to her in her room or whatever and stuff. They showed that clip or whatever. I don't think anything happened. Even Chris was baffled because I'm sure he's not even checking for your old ass, Giselle.
Believe Candace and look at you, really.
In your dreams. Somewhere. In your dreams, honey.
Please
in your dreams.
Go somewhere.
That was really a mess.
The problem that I have with this, it's really not fun and games.
Yeah.
Because you're accusing a man of inappropriate behavior. Honestly,
he makes you uncomfortable. What does that mean?
It really is like you're accusing someone of rape.
Yeah, or sexual assault.
Lie.
Yeah.
Or sexual harassment. And it's a lie.
Yeah.
This is what this was. It was an actual lie on this man.
Yeah.
Who, like he said, I have my parents, I have my family.
Yeah, I got my wife. Oh, his jobs. He was losing money left and right.
This is
opportunities.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I will sue them.
For defamation,
I will
of course.
Sue them to no end. I don't care how much it takes me. I will be going every day to that court to sue them.
And obviously, it didn't make you down because you had the nerve to go and say hi to him. And you were so pressed to talk to him.
So pressed to him.
And he's like, well, he doesn't care
by herself. Someone touches me inappropriately, no.
I will never even look at you. What are you talking
they're
about?
either going to jail because I'll report it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you stay away from them. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
But you guys were so pressed. You wanted to have this drama, and that was their season 7 thing, was to create drama and chaos and lies
all
throughout the season, so no one talks about Robin.
Oh, we have got to talk because apparently the mistress has come out.
I don't think I will continue to watch the show because
probably not.
It lacks integrity.
Yeah.
It lacks integrity, and I don't like watching something where people are lying on someone that can have a devastating impact on their life.
Yeah.
This is like lying that you were raped. That's how it feels to me. Maybe I'm making a big deal out of it, but this is how it feels to me.
I don't think
you went to this man who's married, and you're accusing him. First, there was the friend who. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman up to today. I don't know. Did anyone answer the question? I don't know. I don't know if a man who's playing dress up. I don't know. But you look at her. You look at who Chris has. Yes, I do know that sometimes men go and they cheat on their spouses with people who look a mess. But why would he then go to your friend Ashley and find one of her
They recorded. He wasn't even staring at you. He was on his phone as he was leaning away on the counter.
They showed the thing. She was the one who made contact with him. Yeah. She was the one trying to talk to him.
Oh, your name's Chris. My husband's name is Chris.
Oh, that's right. She's married. Well, I don't. Well, I mean, people who.
Well, they said that she some lady did say yes. She is a woman, and she said LOL Sesame Street character.
Oh, okay.
So thank you to that subscriber.
I don't even know what the Sesame character looks.
Well, that's what Candace kept on calling the lady.
Because maybe she didn't know what she was or something.
Exactly.
But
but
so she's a woman. Well, I mean, you are not that easy on the eyes, girl.
You're actually not cute. I mean, you look like you could be. I mean, she looked like she could be Mia's sister, if we're being honest.
Actually,
Mia and her look alike.
Yes, they actually do.
They look quite alike.
They do look alike, but ridiculous. Just ridiculous. But then you're accusing him of being inappropriate. It just left such a bad taste in my mouth when I was looking at it now, knowing the lie, knowing that they had a meeting. You guys will go into cahoots to have this devastating lie on some man. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even know how you still stay on the show. For real.
It's just like when they went and lied on Candy and talked about how, because the reality shows can really get ridiculous.
And then lie on Eddie too then.
No, but you remember...
They also lied on Eddie too.
It just reminds me of that time at Real Housewives of Atlanta when they went and they lied on Candy and said that they wanted to drug and rape Portia.
Yes.
Her and her husband.
I remember that.
Like some crazy out of left field stuff. From
Phaedra,
who was an attorney.
Yeah.
Came out of her mouth.
Yes.
That was so baffling.
But wasn't she fired or she left the show after that?
She left. She couldn't stay.
Yeah, because
she left before
they fired her. Exactly.
She left because that was her job.
I am expecting something to be done. Like, we cannot sit back and allow people to say these devastating lies, and you talk about that this is some kind of television.
It's not fun shade. It's a lie.
It's not even shade. It's not fun. It is horrible.
Yeah.
It's just the thought of it. Yeah. That women will be out here doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
And then cackle about it. I can't. Yeah. I really cannot. If I was in America, I would have probably contacted them to say, you have to fire those people.
Yeah.
Robin. What's the other one?
Giselle.
Ashley.
Yeah, for sure.
You just have to let them be gone for a whole year or something. Let them be suspended.
Yeah.
Because, or if not, Chris, sue. You can sue the show. Just sue the show.
Karen should also sue those women for saying that she was getting bent over a bathroom in front of her husband.
Exactly.
Poor Ray was
these are those horrible lies that you tell. If you don't have a picture, I will sue you.
There is something
Actually, I'm not even going to sue them specifically. I'm going to sue the show because you're the one who has the show still going on. And
I bet then they'll do something about it. How about that?
I mean, this is just, it's horrible. I don't want to watch a show about Housewives reality that's based on
lies.
These horrific lies.
Yeah.
That women tell. What is this? What is this that we're watching? What is this that we're promoting?
Yeah.
That this is okay? It's not okay. At all. It's not okay.
Yeah.
At all. She's just saying stuff out of her mouth, just lying.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you guys. But yeah, that was the episode. But apparently in the preview, Mia was never the CEO of her company. I think it's very interesting because we were talking about this all season. How can you be a CEO? She lost a lot of
her franchises or something. I was like,
how can you be a CEO when you're going around there talking about how you watch your husband with other women, talking about all your sexual escapades, and then you're just saying all this vulgar stuff and you're throwing drinks on Wendy? You can't possibly be a boss. No. When you actually have a real business that you have put your sweat, tears, and blood and soul into, you don't go around and say any type of shit. You just don't. You actually have some type of level of decorum. So it does not surprise me that your house has now been foreclosed on and that you have lost several of your franchises. And
your house has been foreclosed on?
I'm sure it's been foreclosed on because she had to move out of the Potomac house. Yes, has to go probably moving some into some apartments. What I actually should have done, Mia's probably doing now.
Wow.
So it's all, I'm not
because
shocked.
I remember when she just very boldly just said, what's her husband's name? Jeffrey or Gregory? He ain't got no money. The way she said it in such a condescending way.
Well, she don't like him and he don't like her.
So I really feel as though just before the season 7 started, they must have been having the financial problems.
I'm sure they have.
And so she was like, we're having financial problems. No wonder she was saying all these outrageous things and doing these outrageous things.
Because she needed to stay on the show. She needed that check, honey.
On that show.
And even sold poor Jacqueline down the river. She thinks this her friend for life. Nah, girl.
No, you will be kicked right under the bus because I need to make this check.
And apparently he said that there was no penetration. I don't even care what y'all did with Jacqueline. What y'all did and what y'all didn't do. Y'all did foreplay, whatever. I don't want to know. Please, all y'all get off the damn show.
It's disgusting.
And then, of course...
It's disgusting. And I have watched...
and then Sharice was still coming with more lies. He was like, well, you came at her with so much accusation. And Sharice was like, accusations? He was like, oh, there's more? I'm like, Andy, please don't continue to feed into Sharice.
I don't know if Andy really gives two shits.
No, I don't think he actually does.
I really don't think he gives two shits.
But yeah, the whole thing is just very disgusting.
Wow.
I'm not shocked.
I tell you.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. But I mean, she kind of dug herself a hole, honestly.
Yeah, I think so.
On the show. She really should have just came in and just been a good, decent person.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about all these sexual escapades.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. But I think that's it for this episode. We'll be back with the reunion, unfortunately. But it's Mary.
And Alma.
You guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below. Bye.